Wow, this film is amazing. Hidden Figures. So Hidden Figures tells the story of 3 African-American women who are working in computers called the Computing Group in NASA training space program in America, where they're basically trying to beat the Russians into the first man into space. The Russians already accomplished a machine, an animal, and they're trying to beat the Russians. Basically, this film is a giant space race between the Americans and the Russians. And one of the women is called Catherine, and she's a mathematician. She can work out formulas. She's brilliant, intelligent. She can work out numbers, and she's the first African-American to graduate from middle school into this really top academy, which is brilliant. And she's brought onto the training program by Mr. Harrison, who's he needs a mathematician, a computer, to come in and work out all the formulas for the space travel, machinery, etc., etc. And she feels so uncomfortable there. She literally gets glares and stuff and hatred, and she feels that she can't do her stuff if she's being restricted all the time, and you can see the struggle that she goes through. Another one of the women is Dorothy. She strives to be a supervisor. She wants to bring on the women that she's taught in computers and show them that they can move on with their lives, even though they're in this difficult time. And the other woman that also takes place in this film is also Mary Jackson. She strives to be an engineer. She's a beautiful, wonderful woman who's outgoing, hilarious, and she wants to be an engineer. She wants to achieve that. She wants to prove her family that, again, she can move on with her life. And this is a very difficult time in this film, because this is when America was segregated, when basically the coloured people and the white people, they couldn't mix, they weren't allowed, it was the law. And basically they had to have separate bathrooms, separate libraries, and if you crossed it, you'd break the law. And some of the things they did to people in this, there's some footage of real life problems, like the burning of churches, there's riots, and oh, it's absolutely horrible, but it's brilliant and it's educational, so there's loads of history in this as well. And the cast in this is incredible. First you've got Taraji P. Henson, who plays Catherine, and I thought her acting was amazing in this. There's a real, she's a courage woman. She's a woman full of courage. She likes to stand up for herself. If she wants to do something, she'll do it her way, and she'll express how she feels, and I love that about her character. There was also Octavia Spencer, who played Dorothy. She had a brilliant role in this. Another one of my favourite characters was, if I pronounce this right, Janelle Monáe, I don't know if I spelled that right, who played Mary Jackson, who was brilliant. She brought comedy to the role. There was a lot of, she will find a way to get her way. Not a great way, get her way in the wrong way, but if she wants to do something, she'll have a clever way of getting around people so that she can achieve greater things. Also, you had Kevin Costner in this, who played Mr. Harrison. He has a great chemistry with to J.P. Henson in this as Catherine, and you see a great moment in this. He shares a certain something with Catherine, which you'll see in the film. There was also different actors in this as well. You've got Kirsten Dunst and Jim Parsons. And this film is astonishing. There's beautiful script, there's emotional camera footage, there's some footage from space where you'll see like the astronauts going in. The directing is astounding. You have some tense moments where there's a moment where you freeze in the cinema because there's like this really fantastic climax that literally makes you freeze in position because it's so brilliant how they do it. And there's some, as I said before, lifelike footage of the scenes, like there's people getting hurt, and you can see the emotional journey these women go through. There's levels of emotion, of emotional depth that you get to see in this film as well, which is absolutely brilliant. And I thought this film had moved me in a way a film hasn't moved before. Like it was like watching Hacksaw. It's like how I felt when I was watching Hacksaw Ridge. I felt the same way. I was connected to this film. And it was absolutely amazing. There was some problems with this film, is the fact that I didn't really like Jim Parsons. Now, don't get me wrong, he's a great actor. I think he's brilliant. But he's supposed to be this horrible person. And when she's in the office, she goes through a whole lot of problems because she basically, there's this moment where she stands up and says, I can't do this coffee because people won't refuse to do it for me, and this is labelled, and I cannot do my work if things are put away from me and things are classified and you don't give me a chance. She stands up for what she believes in, and I love that about her character. And of course, Jim Parsons in this he's kind of constructive with her. He doesn't like her. He likes the way things are. But I wanted to see more of him. All you saw was him just looking at her, these evil looks. And I wanted more of that. I want to see how this affects his work, how this affects his dream to what he wants to accomplish with NASA. Also, I felt the film dragged a little bit. Of course, the pace basically, it goes up a bit, but it slows down too much. And you're going to like, well, can I get to the point now? But for everything I've said, this film you will want to see because it is beautiful, it is emotional, and it is astounding. So I have to give Hidden Figures 4 stars. So, Hidden Figures, if you guys seen it, what did you think about it? Please let me know in the comments below, or please subscribe to Movie Madness, my channel. If you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share the video with your friends. Thanks ever so much for watching. You guys have a great week, and I will see you when